Light 'em up, beat me up.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of Prop of the Week. In this edition of Prop of the Week, we'll be doing Prop of the Week Moreno versus Erceg, UFC Fight Night Moreno versus Erceg. Once again, you got me, King of Crackdown, and Prosmo Bets giving our Prop of the Week. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. The Prop of the Week for this week is Joe Pyfer by submission over Kelvin Gastelum at plus 360, which I got on FanDuel. It might have dropped in value a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's still in the plus 300 range. So anything in the plus 300 range is good. If it went up, it went down, either way. If it's plus 400, phenomenal. If it's plus 320, 330, still phenomenal. But I got it at plus 360 only like yesterday, so I'm pretty sure it's still around that value. And with my my thought process with this one right here is Kelvin Gastelum at this point, and really at any point, he had no business being at middleweight. He might have in the past been a good middleweight, but yeah, his career was never going to go too far at middleweight. His best bet would probably be welterweight, and if he really wanted to lock in, probably lightweight. So really at middleweight, especially at this point, he's just a bloated lightweight fighting at middleweight. And he never really had the grappling or size or strength to contend at middleweight. He had maybe like some speed because he was a smaller guy, and he had power in his hands, and he could be a good striker. But anytime you would go in there with a credible fighter who wasn't washed, like not 37, 38, you saw how it happened. Like, you saw Weidman be able to take him down. Well, Weidman got dropped, but still, Weidman was able to take him down, submit him pretty easily once he got him down. He went down to welterweight, went in there with Sean Brady, who happens to be a training partner, a close training partner, and they also do videos like we do right here between Joe Pyfer and Sean Brady. They both have pretty high level grappling skills. Obviously, Sean Brady we know has amazing grappling skills, but Joe Pyfer is no slouch from grappling either. But Joe Pyfer is a true middleweight, big in size. He could really contend at light heavyweight if he wanted to, but obviously he's at his better weight class, unlike Gastelum. Middleweight is Pyfer's best weight class. He's big for the weight class, I think like 6'1", 6'2", big, strong. He's been doing a lot of grappling competitions, and there's no secret about it. He's been doing a lot of grappling competitions. I don't think he's lost a single grappling match. He's been in there. He's been in with some other credible fighters and other solid grapplers. Not to say he's been competing with the greatest of all grapplers, but he's been competing at a good level. He's shown a good well-rounded skill set in the grappling. Again, he's bigger, he's younger, he's stronger. This is actual weight class. I think he definitely holds his own on the feet with Gastelum, but this is definitely a fight where I will see Pyfer looking more to mix up the grappling here. And I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue with Gastelum, again, who's very undersized and doesn't have the strength to, really to carry him. Again, when he was fighting guys that were 37, 38, he was able to get by on that, being able to just be a little bit quicker and be able to get out of it, but not going in with a young guy who can wrestle and grapple and actively still competing in grappling. He's been doing more grappling matches than he's been doing fights. So, and again, he's training with Sean Brady, who has already most recently out of anybody, submitted Gastelum. And the only people that Gastelum has beaten in recent years are strikers. And yeah, he beat Chris Curtis, and he beat D-Rod. So guys that are, primarily very much strikers, don't really have much of a grappler at all. So yeah, I like Pyfer here a lot. The plus 360 is definitely not like a, oh my gosh, lock pick, but this is definitely a value pick where you could get nearly 4-1, or like you could quadruple your money, whatever you put down. That's what it's a value play, but it's a value play that I feel will hit. A lot of these submission plays been hitting. It's lined up right. He has a win over. He trains with Sean Brady, who's a good submission specialist. He has been competing grappling heavily, so everything's lined up for me. So Joe Pyfer by sub at plus 360. That is my prop of the week. What are your thoughts about it, Pro Smo?
Enoch, it surprises me. It surprises me that I don't see this being marketed anywhere, man. No one's talking about it, man. No one's talking about, the EV on that as a straight bet. Plus 350, 360, plus 400. Listen, Joe Pyfer, man, he pressures his opponents against the octagon wall with jabs and feints. This guy's got the best right hand in the middleweight division. For his age, he's a master at the single leg. And if we give Kevin Gastelum credit, you come to think how their styles, may make sense to where Kevin Gastelum could put out Pyfer, in that Kevin Gastelum moving laterally and Joe Pyfer with choppy footwork having to chase him, which he does not like, could give Kevin Gastelum an opportunity to sit on that right hand and put him out. However, like you mentioned, out of the last 8 fights, man, that Kevin Gastelum has had, they're all against strikers. Where once, when he used to be a welterweight, he was facing guys left and right between grapplers and strikers. So when you make mention of this, where Kevin Gastelum, who's a wrestler, state champion at that, at Fight Ready with Cejudo and his team, is now facing a guy like Joe Pyfer, grappler, striker, it only tells me that the UFC actually wants to see if this guy could even still hang with the middleweights. Like you said, he's an undersized middleweight. He just fought welterweight, and he couldn't sustain that discipline, so now he's coming up to middleweight. I don't think this is a test for Pyfer at all. I think this is 1,000% a test for Gastelum to see if he could keep up. Kevin Gastelum's got a black belt from 10th Planet, and good God, he has not had a submission for almost a little over 10 years. 2014 was the last time that man submitted anybody. So those are my thoughts. As always, man, I take, this prop of the week and I parlay it as an alternate to a money line. I get rid of the money line. I put this as my second leg or my first leg, and we call it a day. This week, it looks like I could hit it straight. So I love it. I like it. Great play, man. Great play. Joe Pyfer submission.
So once again, the prop of the week is Joe Pyfer by submission over Kelvin Gastelum at plus 360. I'm pretty sure you can still find it at that value on FanDuel, as I found it just yesterday. So I'm pretty sure you can still find it on FanDuel at plus 360. That is the prop of the week. And as far as how I'm playing, I'm just playing it straight up. I'm not putting in parlay. Usually I try to put them in parlays, but the value is already solid enough. So plus 360, I just put it straight up. No parlay, no need to add any other pieces. And yeah, that'd be the prop of the week. Once again, Joe Pyfer by submission, plus 360, and you can find that on FanDuel. But that has been the prop of the week. Once again, me, King of Crackdown, and Pro Smoke Bets. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to his channel. But that has been the video. Peace out.
Beat me up. The only GOAT.